We're back.
We're live. We're back. Dude, the TV's on right now. I got Hubbard.
Nice.
I need him to play. But this isn't about NFL.
Yeah. This is about college football. And after a long-awaited return, they took a little break.
Trying to figure out schedules and
regroup as a whole. But I think we've got it down pat.
I think we're settling in. We got a better setup.
Yeah. So this is only the start of Gridiron Talk. Well, let's talk about some changes we made. First of all, Langston, you'll see a little bit less of.
A lot less of, probably, actually.
Well, if he won't be able to come. He, a.k.a. Ben Standard. I'm going to turn this off. It's distracting me.
Yeah, it's distracting me, too.
Ben Standard is our guest. Special guest, the one we've been talking about for a very long time. He is coming. He's supposed to come, but right now there's a lot of power outages in NC, and his mom's car is not working. So he can't make it. But he would be right there right now.
And I'd be just behind the camera.
Running it
all.
But let's talk about some football, some good news. Crazy game yesterday. We're filming this on a Sunday.
So good.
Whew. Bama, Georgia.
Man.
Come on.
Whew. 28 points in the first, what's that? Less than 20 minutes, and all of a sudden you're in the fourth quarter and Georgia's up.
Boom.
I mean,
what's that 17-year-old name again?
Something
Williams.
Yeah.
Something Williams.
Yeah.
Dude, he's going to be good. We got some good wide receivers this year.
That
Jeremiah Smith,
game-winning touchdown was insane, bro. He's just like, skirt. He was moving through there.
And then he picked up speed quick.
Yeah. When he broke that first one, he kind of spun out, and he was down 10 yards like that.
Yeah, that was a crazy game. Big upset, obviously.
Yeah.
Georgia did come back from 30-7, which is pretty big, at Bama.
Yeah.
And Bama was without one of their top D tackles, but
yeah, Bama had some key players out that thought might make a difference in their chance of winning.
And a lot of Georgia fans might be going through their head right now. Pass interference, that last play. I did think it was pass interference. I mean, he kind of was all up in his grill.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the ball wasn't that catchable.
No,
Maybe.
I think it was, for me, it was the no contact because, he didn't turn around and they were right next to each other. He really wasn't pushing him or anything. What's his name that was getting the ball thrown to him? He all he had to do was take another step or two forward, and he would have drawn the pass interference for sure. Yeah. But I was it's sketchy, but there wasn't that contact to make it a pass interference. In my opinion, that's definitely an opinionated
That's
call.
Enough to make Georgia fans angry, though.
Yeah,
I can completely understand. But Jalen Milroy,
he had a game.
It's like when the middle school quarterback is the best athlete on the field and just runs around everyone. That's what he was doing in the first half and the second half. Just not as much. The Georgia D stepped up a little bit and their offense did a lot. But now this week we don't have
halftime talk.
She's like, okay, guys, we gotta step it up quick.
Guys, we gotta step it up. We gotta stop this guy.
And instead, they're gonna come back. Georgia's gonna come back, and they came back. Didn't win, but game-winning interception.
No, I was not able to watch the first half because I was working, and my dad came in. He's like, "It's 28-0 right now. Bama's up," and I was like, "What?" And I immediately went to go watch it.
Yeah, I kept on watching it. I'm like,
who needs to do schoolwork?
Death. But I stopped watching because I thought they would have a blowout.
Yeah.
And then I woke up and they won by 7 points. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I missed the greatest game all year.
Hopefully there's some more like that actually.
Yeah.
So I got this tattoo the other day, and my cousin texted me, and he's like, "Is this real? Whatever." I was like, "Yeah." We're texting a little bit. He's like, "Oh, I got to go back and cheer the rest of this game because he's on the Michigan State cheer squad." And they got cooked by Ohio State. But that's what that made me think of. Good games, Ohio State. That's where I came from. But yeah, I think we'll see some more good games this year.
One could be coming up right here, Georgia-Auburn.
Oh, that should be good for sure.
Because
Georgia's clearly trash now that they lost.
But if you think about it, Auburn always somehow pulls off upsets. Almost beat Bama last year. they always find a way against Bama and Georgia.
Yeah,
But if
they
you
always
really-
play a good game, no matter how good or bad of a year they're having. They tend to play them tight.
If you think about it, no way Auburn should be like contending. But
Probably
somehow,
not, yeah.
I think Georgia wins 31-24. Another scare.
Yeah.
They win, but a scare.
Yeah, I think for me, it's still Georgia's going to win it, but I think it's going to be a really good game. It always is, like you said.
Yeah.
And I keep seeing highlights of the kick six when Auburn played Alabama,
yeah.
and geez,
could
what was
happen.
that? Like 2014, maybe? Something
Yeah.
like that.
Mhm, I
Dude,
think
that
so.
was 10 years ago. Wow, that's crazy. I
wasn't-
remember watching
I was
that, and I was
4.
like, yo, that was
Really?
crazy. Yeah, I remember watching that play. I was sitting on the couch. My brother was so mad because he said that Alabama was going to win.
Braden?
Neither of us are Braden. Neither of us said that are like Alabama fans or whatever. But he made like a bet that they were going to win, and I'm watching it happen. I'm like, watch this.
Kick six.
Kick six.
Next, our boys at Clemson. They have an offense. Last time we came up with you guys, we both said after the Georgia game, we don't have an offense. And to be fair, we didn't think we had an offense.
Yeah.
We didn't.
They finally started scoring, bro. It's
like
it's a
fire,
miracle.
56, 66, 40. And Stanford, the team we beat, we're talking about Clemson, team we beat, Stanford had one of the top run defense, if not the top, which is strange.
Very strange.
I'm like, what? You're not
It probably comes from against who they're playing, you know, like letting
in the
those
country,
amount
the
of
top
yards.
run defense, one of the top defenses, and it showed they have a very good run defense. Now I was watching the game, but like we put on 40 against a good defense. I was like,
We put against 3 against a terrible against
but
a really
hey,
good
we don't got a
defense,
single
but-
good team all year except Louisville,
Yeah, no,
So-
but it's definitely comforting to see us score, and
and our defense doing really good.
Yeah,
too.
they've
They've
been
allowed 0
consistent,
points in the first quarter all year. 0 points in the first quarter all year,
wow, yeah, I mean that's an
including the
impressive stat.
number 1 team in the year. And,
Yeah.
Well, not anymore, but
It's
was
hard,
number 1.
Yeah, it's hard to keep that up when your offense doesn't score, but you know now that you're scoring, you know it's a lot easier to win.
Yeah. We're playing Florida State. This would be a really good game
If either of us
we thought Florida State was good.
Florida State's clearly trash.
Clearly. If we, in the beginning of the year, we thought they could be good. I didn't think they would be that good. I still thought they would be decent.
I thought they were still going to be like decent,
Top 20.
top 20, top 25.
But no. 1-4. Yeah, 1-4.
1-4.
And
1-4?
we're 3-1. We had a bye week early. We 3-1. 3 wins against kind of trash teams, but big wins against trash teams.
Yeah,
And
the
NC
kind of blowouts you used to see when we were good, like national championship level. These are
Like-
teams that we were blown out of the water.
And this is a team we should be blowing out, and thankfully we are.
Yeah.
And I've been talking about Bryant Wesco Jr., man.
Dude, he's
Woo,
good.
Mm.
He's quick. And TJ Moore, our 2 5-stars, the last Clemson wide receiver for their first completion and get a touchdown was Sammy Watkins and Brian Wesco. So that is scary. But
So true.
Clemson, Florida State, I think this is going to be a closer game than people
Yeah,
think.
I think, man, I'm thinking it'll be a good game. I hope it's a good game, but I think Clemson will win,
Yeah,
especially the way they've been playing.
Yeah, 35-24. This could go 42-24.
Yeah, I could see that. I don't
At
even
the
think
beginning of
that's
the year,
outside
I would
of the
never
possibility.
have thought. Like 42 points.
Beginning of the year, might have thought that'd be flipped or something.
No. But yeah, 35, possibly going on 42.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling this game could slip.
Yeah.
This could be a like wake up call because Florida State, Stanford, NC State all had nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Florida State does. They have their dignity, and they have like
They already lost their dignity.
They last year they're in the playoffs, so they have something to lose.
Yeah.
So I think they will have a not as a hard fight. I feel like because if you have nothing to lose, you're just like throwing out plays.
Yeah.
But I still think it's gonna be a close game. I think DJ. I think he's gonna do all right. I mean, as homecoming, I think at Florida State, maybe.
DJ is terrible.
Yeah, I think he can play all right. I mean, there's nothing more we can say about.
DJ, bro. We can't hate on him more.
But that's already been done. If it's at Clemson, he's going to get a warm welcome from this crowd. If it's at Florida State, they're going to boo as well. We need a backup. But, yeah, that's going to be an interesting game. If it's at night at Florida State, that could be scary because they got
Yeah. No, definitely a tough environment to go into, no matter what their record is.
yeah. Even with them being 104.
Yep.
Just pointing that out.
I don't mind seeing it.
We got a lot of interesting games, like just a bunch of scary games for top teams. No, like big collider like last week we had Georgia, Bama. Ohio State, Iowa. Iowa, last year they didn't have the best offense, but they had a scary good defense.
Yeah. Their defense outscoring their offense.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, man.
I mean, but
defense wins
Ohio
games.
State, they look so good and they're so underrated.
Yeah.
They're ranked 3.
They had, bro, who was it that reeled in those 2 insane catches?
Jeremiah Smith Jr.
Jeremiah Smith Jr.
Rookie. 5-star. Same with the Williams dude. Same with TJ Moore. Brian
Yeah.
Westcoat.
Well, dude, Williams, 17. He's like the Lamine Yamal of college football.
Just
Do you know who
spinning.
that is?
No.
Okay, he plays. What club did he play for?
We're talking soccer?
Yes, I'm gonna get so much hate for this. I don't know. He might.
Manchester City?
I don't think so. He might.
United.
He just resigned. He might play for Milan, but he also plays for Spain, and they just did really good in the Copa.
Yes.
Not in the Copa, in the Euros.
Yes, I know who you're talking about. The
You know who-
super young kid. Good. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, Williams is
he played
the
for Spain.
Lamine Yamal of
Yeah.
college football at the moment.
Yeah.
17 years old.
And
The first 17. Yeah. Anyway,
Anyway.
I don't know if any of people that watch this also watch soccer, but if you watched the Euros, anytime Spain was playing, everything was about Lamine Yamal
Yeah.
and Nico Williams. But
Yeah. Ohio State, I think they're going to win 42-10.
yeah, I think they're gonna win. But
Slip
it's
game,
got
but-
potential for sure.
Yeah.
To be a tight one. Just because the level of defense out of Iowa is.
I mean,
It's Big Ten defense.
level
I like
of
that.
offense. I mean,
Bro.
you got. I mean, can we not? Are we going to ignore Krayshawn Jenkins, Jeremiah Smith Jr., Amir Abuka? Did not say that right. It's got number 2. Good. Will Howard? Yeah, Will Howard's their quarterback.
Yeah.
They have a 5-star
K-State
back,
transfer,
but
yeah.
he's their backup. He's that next incoming. But
Oh, it's hot take time.
hot take. Animation. And fuego. So, I went on a mission trip to Mexico.
Mexico.
Mexico. It was very fun. Very good trip. With my church, our church. And I brought back some golden nuts. That's what they're called. I went
Wow.
to a store. Said, I gotta find someone for Gridiron Talk.
You found spicy nuts.
There were some.
Hey, last year though, when we had those peanuts, those were super good.
They were spicy. I saw those again. They got rebranded at Dollar Tree.
Oh, okay. Those are good.
Yeah, I'll follow them.
Are these supposed to be really spicy?
They're from Mexico and they look very spicy.
They look spicy. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Let's see.
I can't read in Spanish.
That's
I just bought it.
fine.
If you're from Mexico, say I'm from Mexico. But you can't be lying because we can tell.
It doesn't.
If you're like pale as the same.
It doesn't say
No.
anything
So,
about them being
Don't lie. Jesus is watching.
particularly
Christian
spicy.
podcast
I'm not seeing
football.
anything about spice on here,
Don't lie.
but we'll see. We'll see. I'm not seeing anything on there about them being like extremely spicy, but
Oh.
they look spicy.
Nice branding though. I love
That is
the.
good branding. This is good packaging.
I love the package.
What's the? I don't know. Smell spicy?
No. But so did. Oh, they are not. They're pretty close to the picture.
Mexican food, authentic Mexican food.
Describe it.
Oh, these look like the ones from last year.
Oh, instant kick. It's lime.
Yeah, did you not read the
Oh,
limon?
There's a lime.
Lime flavor, that's what that says.
Oh, ew. It's not even spicy.
They're not particularly spicy. They're pretty tasty though. I don't know. At that first bite, it kind of like hits you, but it's not like spicy. It's just an extreme flavor.
Woo!
Makes you tingle.
Tingle. Oh, a slight
Not-
kick.
yeah.
A slight.
Not the spiciest thing. Honestly, it's kind of like, what is it? You know, it's like lime chips. You know, like lime chips, but as a peanut instead of a chip.
A little bit of spice. So, that's disappointing. All the spice things this year have been rough.
They're starting to hit the back of my throat a little
Yeah.
as I eat more.
Him right here.
Yeah, kind of right in there.
Let me get my water real quick.
Not spicy. Let me get my water.
I feel like
I've been thinking about getting an Owala.
a middle school white girl got a white Owala. But hey,
No, I'm looking at a black Owala. It's like, I think it's just like straight black.
my brother has that. I don't want to be matching with him. Of course. And plus, how will we tell them apart? But
They have some good, less feminine
I have
colors.
about bought this Thor water bottle. Look at it. Thor colors. Sick.
Okay. I just like the Owala, like, water bottles.
We got them before they became like super popular. And then like lost, man.
It's too bad.
Anyway, hot takes. Jalen Milroy might just be the most electric player I've ever seen in college football. I mean, I
We
watched
saw some lightning out of him.
I watched Trevor in his prime. I watched Joe Burrow in his prime. I've seen Tua prime. I've seen,
Watson, Hurts,
Deshaun Watson. I've seen him. Jalen Hurts.
Mayfield. Mayfield was electric.
He was.
Oh, bruh.
But
This is a throwback. Johnny Manziel.
dude, he was electric. I wasn't around for him, but
I was, so.
he's the most
He was more electric. Manziel was more electric.
Yes, but I've ever seen Jalen Milroy.
That you ever seen? Yeah, probably. I mean,
Also, it's so.
did you ever see, I don't know, like Marcus Mariota? You ever see him?
No.
Before in the NFL?
Oregon?
He wasn't particularly crazy there. Who else came out? It was a stud.
Lamar, but I didn't really watch him a lot.
He's shown up
I watched
a
him.
lot more.
I watched.
NFL,
I
but-
watched him when he played Clemson. I think that's it.
Yeah.
I don't think
He had a very good final year. But speaking of which, that's the thing that I noticed is like Milrow made a massive jump between last year and this year. Like he's just such a better player. Like he was good last year. He's
Yes.
great this year.
Yes, it's so crazy to think that he was like a third string, and then the only time he would be on the practice squad is for if they're playing a player like Jalen Milroy, and that's only when he gets like first team snaps for the defense practice against him. Now we're talking. Who I'm not talking about. I think he could win the Heisman easily right now.
Yeah.
He could lead them to a title. I think they should be number one, and you beat number two.
Yeah.
Texas played a good game, but against Mississippi State. But I mean,
Yeah.
you put Bama at one.
Yeah.
I mean, like you're looking at like third string, really good quarterback, Rose Bowl. I mean, playoff, played in the Rose Bowl, great year. No one really thought he would be that good year two, and more like year three. Boom. Now he's Lamar level. Now he's literally outrunning 5 stars at Georgia. Georgia, the big bad Georgia. He's outrunning them. He's just running circles around them. He's throwing dots. He has a 17-year-old. Bama's back. I can't
Bama's
believe
back
I'm
this
saying
year for sure.
Bama's back. You got a quarterback who we've never seen at Bama. You could throw Jalen Hurts in there, but he's more of a physical guy.
Yeah, he's more of a physical. He's not running like he's running, but he's running physically, not escaping the pocket, creating time to throw, like Milrow is. But yeah, he's just
We've never seen
such
this at Bama.
maneuverability and
It's-
but
it's-
also physical. So you know you have like Tua who's maneuverable but smaller, not running as much. You have Hurts who's bigger and running a bit more. But now you kind of got like almost like a combination of them in Milrow.
This is like a new era of Bama, obviously coming, but we didn't think it would be. I was doubting Bama with Kalen DeBoer. I didn't think that was a good hire.
No, he's a great coach, especially offensively. You're starting to see it. They played some kind of vanilla first couple games, but like you're really seeing
got some chocolate.
he's got some chocolate in him.
But I was thinking they should hire Dabo. He's a Bama boy. I mean, he's like the perfect coming in. He's a little bit older, obviously.
He would have been a good hire for them too, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. I bet he would have left Clemson for enough money. But, like, maybe.
Maybe, but I feel like he wouldn't want to leave on the kind of years he's had.
Yeah. But I feel like that when I heard the Kalen DeBoer, I'm like, man, this guy has, like, he's had one good year at Washington. And he got blown out in the championship. Why are they hiring him? But now I'm like, that's a good hire. I still doubt him a little bit.
Yeah, but that was like...
That's against a top-tier Georgia.
That was one of his... He was only a few years into coaching that Washington team, and he turned him around, you know?
So, obviously, he is a right hire. But down the stretch, when Jalen Milroy leaves, they'll have a good backup quarterback. They will recruit well.
Mm-hmm.
But did he just get lucky with Jalen Milroy?
We'll see, you know? That's definitely something I'm interested to see. This is Milroy's third year?
I believe that's
I don't think so.
Fourth, maybe. I think he's a senior.
Maybe. Either way, he's probably leaving after this year, but, like, that'll definitely be interesting to watch.
His draft stock boosted top 5. Like, now he's a top 5 prospect.
He still won't be my draft quarterback next year. Maybe it's backup if he stays.
Man, I mean, second hot take. What is wrong with Georgia?
What do you mean?
No, let me explain. Kentucky. When they play a scare game, it's usually against Auburn, sometimes South Carolina, sometimes a random SEC team like Florida, but they're low on the better side. But Kentucky, they're not the best. They did just beat Ole Miss, so they have some studs out there.
I was about to say,
but
they're actually a pretty decent team.
Yeah,
especially this year. They've kind of been lurking in the shadows of the SEC and building up. But I think,
I mean,
Georgia's still good this year, but
you look at the
I don't know.
dominance.
They're overhyped. They're not.
It's the Clemson. It's a Clemson thing, and it's crazy. We don't say this about Alabama because they stayed so good for so freaking long. But this happened with Clemson. When we went from Taj Boyd era to Sean era, we had a great run, 6 straight playoff appearances, Trevor. And then we had our last year, Trevor, we were in a playoff. And that was the first year, I think no one's talking about this, that was the first year of the transfer portal. So times were changing then.
Yeah.
And we got blown out by Ohio State in the playoff with Justin Fields the COVID year. They lost in championship to Alabama, go figure. And then after that, we slowly started to drop off. Yeah. Now we're seeing a surge again. But I mean, is this happening with Georgia? And they can't be doing this against. They can't do this against Tennessee, Ole Miss, Texas, who they're playing next week. They're playing Ole Miss in a little bit. They're playing Tennessee, like I said. They're also playing a scary South Carolina team with a really good backup. He was electric. But, I mean, you can't be playing this way against a very good Tennessee team, very good Texas team.
I think what you're looking at is just they're still a solid team. They're still good.
Yeah.
But they don't have that dominance that they had the couple years.
Seeing the Tide, ago, Tide switch. They were on their heels. The Tide switch.
We'll get it.
They're on their heels on defense, which never happens. When I tell my kids, I'm like, Georgia was dominant until they play Alabama. They only had 3 losses, the 58 games.
Yeah.
All to Alabama.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
it's so weird.
It was weird to see their defense look so
bland,
childish.
Jalen
Miller's making them look like fools.
I don't understand. My brain doesn't comprehend it. It's so weird seeing such a This will
My dad said that was probably the best quarter of college football he's ever watched.
I saying so.
I mean, it was. By one team, but that was impressive. That was an insane.
But we'll probably look back at this Georgia run, almost two straight undefeated seasons, and a third only losing 3 straight years, only losing 1 game.
Yeah,
that's maybe one of the most dominant runs, along with that USC 56-1.
UCF, the streak. Central Florida.
No, I'm talking about USC. USC had one. With Reggie Bush and...
Yeah, but do you remember UCF's streak? When the streak was the thing? With
Shaquille Griffin?
No, with
They like said we are the national
Milton
champions.
Hershey, or whatever his name was.
No, is this newer?
This was, oh jeez, this would have been maybe 6 years ago. Something like they had this streak going. Mackenzie Milton, that's his name. They had this streak going, and he actually got hurt towards the end of their streak, like really, really badly hurt. And he actually managed to come back after surgery and play another year somewhere, but I can't look it up. But that's a story that you should look up for sure. Mackenzie Milton, UCF, the streak, like that.
Anyway.
That was bigger. Theirs was. Now, granted, this doesn't include postseason, although actually it did. This did include postseason because they were like a MAC team. So they were, I think, in the 30s, 40s, or 50s of undefeated games in a row.
That's crazy.
Undefeated seasons, whatever.
But like, we'll look back at this Georgia team and we'll come back to this game, and we're like, will this be the point?
Yeah.
And I don't want it to be like overreaction. Georgia is gonna fall off a cliff.
Yeah, like they're still really good. They're still a top 10 team,
but
maybe a top 4 team, probably still a top 4 team.
I'll put them at 5.
Yeah, I mean, what we got? Alabama, Ohio State, Texas over them, of course.
I put like Georgia, Texas, Ohio State. No, Bama. Sorry, Bama, Texas.
I wasn't saying them in any order. I was just saying above
Ohio
Georgia.
State.
Yeah.
I don't know who you put at 5, because Ole Miss just lost. But I mean, I put them at 4 or 5. I mean, I might put them at 5 just because we're so down far. It gives me a little scare. But we may look back at this moment, and say this went downhill. The only reason I'm saying this, they have Texas, Ole Miss, and Tennessee.
Yeah, the SEC
and
is very stacked at the moment.
Yes, if they weren't playing all those 3 of those teams, I'm like, they're fine. They're going to bounce back. Don't worry about Georgia. Yes, don't worry about Georgia, but also worry about Georgia. They're playing right now, number 1 ranked team.
Look for them to have their
Number
first
5.
2-loss season in many years.
So watch out. I mean, they could go downhill quick. Now, for our final segment, my top 5 Heisman.
Top 5.
And before we do that, I'm going to give you sleeper Heisman. And I don't think this will come true in a million years, but Cade Klubnik. Are we crazy for saying he has a small chance? He's like 8th in the top 10 for odds. But do you know the reason why? Because he's blowing out teams.
Yeah.
But the thing, he's not going to get a top 5 vote, I don't think. But if he somehow gets it, he's going to have to blow out Louisville. And he's going to have to blow out Florida State. And he's going to have to somehow go into the ACC championship.
I mean, yeah.
And beat Miami.
If you look at the rest of the season, if they spend the rest of the season and they're blowing teams out 40 plus games or 40 plus points a game, you got to consider him.
You have to consider him, but it's hard when you don't play anyone good.
Yeah.
I would put Carson Beck, Cam Ward, Jalen Murray, obviously, Nico Aslamadia. All those guys easily are above him because they play good teams.
Yeah.
So, coming in this year, I'm like, good. We don't play anyone good. This is be a reset year almost. But now I'm like, I want to play somebody good. I want some competition because we're coming off a Georgia team. I'm like, now our offense is ramped up. We just played a really good Stanford defense to put up 40 on them.
Yeah.
Let's play give me Miami, give me Louisville, give me all them teams because we're feeling it. So that may go against them. Sleeper Heisman, shocker, my brother. Oh, just tapped the mic. Goodness.
No, I mean definitely there's still a path because into the top 10 for Clemson. They've only lost to Georgia.
And if they win the ACC championship,
if they win the ACC championship
against
against
a good
Miami is clearly in the running. Like Cam Ward is probably like 1 or 2 on the Heisman watch. Like if they beat Miami, they're gonna be very hard pressed to not make top 10 and get into the playoffs.
So, can't believe I'm saying this. All I want this year is Clemson to make the playoffs.
I just wanted to make the ACC championship game. They haven't done
fair.
that the past 2 years, right? They didn't do it last year, definitely.
Maybe not last 3. Last
They,
time they
they
made
haven't been
it.
in the ACC championship after a run of like 8 years or something.
Yeah. So that's true. All I want for the ACC championship. If we win that, we're most likely in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, shocker.
Yeah.
I'll go from 5 to 1. 5, Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
He dropped down a little bit because of his loss, and I've never been a huge fan of him. He's an interesting up and down quarterback. A lot of people like him. I think he's good.
Yeah.
But I
They're
don't.
solid.
I don't see him
fundamentally.
being a starter in NFL. I don't see him being a Heisman winner. I think he's like a college football 1 year wonder or 2 year wonder, kind of like a Johnny Manziel.
Yeah.
But Johnny was
Crashed and burned.
crazy. He's crazy good, but then he burned. Enough said about Jackson Dart. I'm kind of not really a big fan. His play style, the thing that like said I'm done with him. Georgia last year, biggest lights, biggest stage. He fumbled the ball. It's Georgia,
Happens.
but
But
no. Number 4, Nico Islamadia. We're gonna go with that. Tennessee quarterback from like Hawaii or something. He literally make jokes about this. Copy and paste Joe Milton. He's just like him. Got a cannon arm. He escapes. He's super tall, but he's been playing good on a high scoring Tennessee offense.
oh yeah.
They're like
electric.
they may be 5 right now. I think they are, but
Yeah, maybe. You
I
might
think
be
so.
right.
and we're seeing
Top 10 for sure.
Yeah. The what's their coach's name? Tennessee's.
Bro.
I know it. Josh Heupel? John Heupel? Josh Heupel? Something Heupel.
Heupel?
We just go with
Heupel's
Heupel.
not their coach.
Yeah, it is. Something Heupel.
Is it? Heupel's Tennessee?
Yeah. Well,
I don't think Heupel's Tennessee.
he's running an NFL style offense. What's this?
You might be right.
Yeah. So we're just going to go with that. He's running an NFL style offense. And what's helped them so much is when they come to the NFL, easy transition.
Yeah.
But if you come like in Oregon, that's kind of a hard transition. They run so many different plays in. But he is a good player. If he beats Georgia, I think he would boost into the rankings.
Oh, for sure.
But just like Jalen Milroy put on one of the greatest performances.
Yeah, he's probably, what, is he first or second right now? Him and Cam Ward are right up there together, probably.
I think Cam Ward's one. I think he's actually like 3 or something in the odds I looked.
Milrow?
Yeah, but this is my top 5.
Yeah.
3, Cam Ward. I didn't put him at 2, just because I feel like Carson Beck and Jalen Milroy deserve that area of respect, because I had Carson Beck 1 because his accuracy is through the roof. We saw that at the end of the second half, not really in the beginning. But I feel like he's still an electric player, and if he's able to dominate teams, he should deserve respect. But I'm like, same with Cade. I'm like, you're in the ACC. Sadly, you don't play a lot of great teams because Florida State dropped off. So, the sad story of ACC quarterbacks. This we had a great run of football teams. Mm-hmm. Up till DJ and down, we had Kenny Pickett.
That's for a while.
It's hard to say
Recently,
like
the
a
ACC has been like a
quarterback.
one-team
Clemson,
wonder kind of.
and then
they'll
Florida
have
State
Clemson
before
or
that,
like Florida State
and
yeah.
Miami was good back in
Miami, like they're so they used to be really solid all around, but past couple of years you've really seen them only have 1 or 2 standout teams.
It's just hard to see an ACC quarterback win a Heisman in the next couple of years unless we see. I don't think Cade's gonna go to the draft this year. I wouldn't guess
Probably
so.
not. I wouldn't if I was him.
If he has a big jump with Jalen Milroy, Carson Beck, Jackson, all these guys leaving, maybe he can step into a big role, continue this high fire offense. Maybe he can see him maybe win a Heisman, which I would be in tears. Just I'm so happy. But number 2, Carson Beck.
Yeah.
Not a lot said. I mean, he played a good game, but not good enough. I'm going to skip right past him.
He was very close.
Jalen Milroy. Man, put on a spree of a game.
Spectacle.
Probably one of the greatest performances I've seen.
Yeah. Who needs
I
a
mean-
halftime show and you got the Milrose show?
I mean, you've seen a lot more players, but
No, I'm not that old.
I mean, ask your
I
dad.
have seen more
ask
players,
your dad. I
yeah.
mean, ask him where his performance in that game was up there with like Johnny Manziel's game against who was it? He had some crazy game I remember, but like Marcus Mariota, like you said, Johnny Manziel, a good Tua game. AJ McNamara was pretty good back in the day.
Yeah, Cam Newton.
Cam Newton was against his Florida State championship game. You look at Deshaun. I mean,
Bro, what was this was a while back. Florida State had a really, really good quarterback. What?
oh, James Winston.
Yeah.
James.
You know, his
But-
college era, like, yeah.
Young. Yamal. But that may be probably the greatest performance. I think this game will look back at like, that was the LSU 2019 Bama game. That game for me was like, you want to go to SEC, go to college football game? I'll play that game.
Yeah.
I'll play this game.
It definitely
But it's-
kind of gives those like that reminiscence of like, oh shoot, they're back and they're gonna have a dominant year kind
And
of
that's
feel.
exciting.
Yeah.
But like for SEC fans, they're like, why?
I don't know.
You weren't even gone.
It's just exciting to me because I like to see more good football.
Yes. You can't argue. Unless you're a Georgia fan, you're like, BI. You can't be complaining. You went on 3 straight seasons with 1 loss. Someone needs to take a turn. That hasn't done it before.
Take a seat. We want to see somebody else.
Bama steps up. Really?
Yeah.
Put someone like Tennessee. I want to see them have a good run. I want to
Yeah,
see
let's
them.
see some more orange on the podium.
Yeah. Us. But, yeah, that should be it. So, you know how we're talking about a Gridiron Talk baseball jersey for us?
Yeah.
So, I got one. But it took like 4 weeks to ship.
Wait, is it here?
Yeah, I'll show you after.
Okay.
But it's like, it took like 4 weeks to ship. But it's really nice. So,
All right.
yeah. That is all.
Maddox will
see
see
you.
you next week.
And Ben, hopefully.
Hopefully.
If not, you'll just see his face again.
Again. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be back.
See you next episode.
Peace.
Peace.